AI scientists, AI researchers don't know how AI actually works. Not wise to expect any kind of morality from AI.
Hey guys, we're here today with Shantanu, one of the Zokyo's top engineers. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. How about you?
Good, good.
Okay, sure. So basically, when I was in my university, I was actually pursuing my engineering in information technology and also pursuing honors in artificial intelligence. So I was actually going to pursue my career in AI and data science, but I was actually not very comfortable with the values that AI technology was bringing into the table and the kind of problems it was going to create in our society. So that's when I got exposed to blockchain technology at one of the workshops at my college. So this was the professor who told me about this trending technology back in 2019, and that's when I started doing some projects related to blockchain. And I really liked the values that blockchain technology inhibited. It had these values of decentralization, trustlessness, and democratic values. So I was really drawn to those values. So I decided that I would like to do some kind of project, solve different problems in this space, and that's how I ended up doing internship. And during my first internship, which was in a blockchain company again, I after completing the interview, I kind of had requested them to allow me to work on some kind of social impact project related to blockchain technology. And at that time, it happened that they had a security department which was solving this issue, auditing smart contracts. And that's how I became a security engineer. I was more hardcore Web3 from the get go.
You're the only true Web3 native.
Yeah, you can say that. So basically, we have engineers who have different kind of expertise. We audit in Rust contracts, Solidity contracts, and so on. So it depends on the availability of which projects we are auditing. It depends on different styles of auditing that different auditors use. For example, some would like to go through documentation first and then go for the code. Some try to go for the code first and not look at the documentation unless they are running into some kind of issues in understanding the business logic. So everyone has kind of different kind of style, and it's cool to work together, and we have that kind of flexibility to actually do our best in order to uncover these different kind of vulnerabilities and bugs. The difference between solo auditing and auditing in a team, the major difference from the perspective of an auditor is that when you're auditing solo, it's like kind of a stressful thing because usually it's like a complex bit code, and it's on your shoulders to bear everything, and the timeline could be tight. But when we have a team, we have a little more confidence, a little more strength to go through all the complex code. And I think that we do take the best of auditing as a solo as well as auditing in a team. So we have that kind of independency in which if we want, we can audit it independently, and then at the end give our draft and we discuss and put it together. Or it could happen that we discuss it together, have meetings, understand if there's some issue, and then collaboratively put some issues, uncover those issues together. So yeah, I think we take the best of both the approaches, and that shows in our results. So I think we have seen some very big and important protocols. They are being exploited even after years and years of being in the space. So um, I think we need to keep battle testing the code through newer audits. Even if you get few more features, you should try to get it audited. And obviously, you have some bug bounties, but it's like those complex vulnerabilities which could take multiple contracts into account, and there could be like 3 4 different contracts interacting, due to which the exploit happens. Those are more difficult ones to find out, and I think projects and auditors should focus more on these kinds of bugs and not let these go under the radar. A lot of the biggest hacks that have happened in Web3, major losses have happened due to Web2 related hacks. So it could happen that projects do not actually give very much importance to their Web2 security, but I think it should be a big must that they should give attention to it. So phishing, getting the front end hacked, we can see the React.js latest exploit, which is very dangerous. You can remotely execute the code. So all these must be taken into account when even after the project has been launched. I think privacy is a little bit complex issue. Um, so we have seen that historically, regarding the internet, regarding the data, uh, internet giants and the big tech have actually failed in addressing the issues of privacy. So it's really important that new privacy tools are being built on the blockchain that help these kinds of various peer-to-peer messaging to happen, different data protocols to be built on various privacy-related protocols. There is also Aztec Network that is launching various projects using Zk for that. So I think privacy should be a right of every person, but obviously it does come with some trade-offs. So it depends on how the user actually uses it. Definitely, it could happen that malicious actors use it for bad purposes and actually exploit it. But we do have already Tornado Cache, which makes it difficult for to track these bad actors. So that in itself should not be the reason for stopping making privacy related tools. We can have more checks. So when we see transactions that happen in a bank, when we make transactions to each other in traditional world, those transactions are not public, so they happen privately, but the bank itself can see those transactions. But there's privacy at the next level. Not a bad actor cannot see how much do you have in your account and so on. But on blockchain, everyone can do a transaction, and it's visible on the blockchain. Those transactions are not private. Anyone can see how much do you have in your account. Now, this can be solved by making anonymous wallets and doing transactions through that, um, if you want privacy. But again, there should be, I believe, some kind of checks so that privacy tools do not result in becoming the next tornado cash for the industry. So yeah, there are always trade-offs, and we need to take care what kind of trade-offs are we making, and if we really want to make those trade-offs or not.
Yeah, I think it's very essential. At least here in Europe, the European Union is pushing for a lot of censorship on social media and also messaging apps. So I think it's vital. And also
Exactly, yeah.
the tornado cache incident was interesting because the inventor ended up being prosecuted, and he simply invented an app. Correct? He didn't commit any crime per se.
Yeah, there should be some kind of mechanism. Like it depends on the industry and what kind of values and trade-offs we need to make going forward. Be very careful about this technology that we are building and the impact that it will create. Yeah. So I guess Web3 communities are one of the most engaging ones that we have seen. So we do have various security communities that we join, various newsletters that we subscribe to, that we keep watching, keep reading, keep learning, uh, and always keep a look like eyes on what are the new kind of attack vectors that are being evolved with new and newer upgrades and trade-offs to various protocols that are being done. So yeah, it's a continuous learning process that helps us stay updated in the space. One of the first things that I do after waking up is touch the grass. I mean, not literally, but I do go out in my garden. I know that sunlight is very important for our health. So vitamin D and so on. Just we knew during COVID how important it is for our health. So I do sit a bit in the sun, read books. You can see some of the books behind me as well, to make sure I have some connection to nature. I have these plants behind me, so I can touch them like touching grass anytime. So yeah, I try to keep a balance. I do go for nature walks. I'm not on social media except X, so it makes life for me a bit easier. There are no constant notifications that are popping up for me. So yeah, it I guess helps me to make a balance. And I also do Vipassana meditation, which is one of the most popular meditation practice in the world. So you can see this. The book behind me is like the Vipassana one. So yeah, it helps to keep us mindful.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. I saw the book and I had to ask about meditation. It's great. I also do it.
Yeah, that's nice to hear. I do use Claude for coding, Claude Sonnet 4.5 and Opus. So I've tried Gemini 3, and it's good at coding, I must say, as well as GPT 5.1. But for auditing, I'm a little bit more skeptical and uh, not very much trusting these tools, because I think auditing is much more complex task at hand, and we can use it like an assistant, definitely during development if we want, but it's not a replacement. I disagree that is a replacement for auditing, because it's still not able to understand the complex business logics that a protocol might have, and it is not having that kind of uh, diverse agility, as well as the kind of intelligence that auditors do bring into the table. It's still not reliable. So I believe it cannot be taken as a replacement. In my project as well, which I'm developing, in my side project, I do not use it as a replacement. uh, I might use it a bit sometimes to check if there are some kind of issues I'm missing. But I do go for full auditing if I have to get it audited. You cannot trust an AI for these kinds of critical tasks in which there are millions and millions of um, of crypto that will be stored in your smart contracts. So yeah, currently I think how it will get evolved is probably they will definitely get better and better at coding as well as hacking. So we might have these automatic agents trying to hack smart contracts, and we might need to use some tools to monitor our smart contracts online and flag various issues. But if you have checked the AI 2027 prediction, which shows what's going to happen in the next 5 years. It's written by Daniel Kokotajlo, who is an ex-OpenAI employee, and various other AI safety scientists as well. They point out that as AI models are becoming more and more capable, we will see that these AI models are becoming highly capable at hacking. So I just think there will be more and more kind of rogue attacks happening across the space, and we need to be even more vigilant while auditing as well as monitoring these contracts. But again, it's like currently the architectures that all these AI models use, they are actually large language models. And large language models, as we know, are not reliable. They hallucinate, they don't generalize well to other situations, and they are kind of uncontrollable, unexplainable, and not fully interpretable. We cannot tell what kind of decision they actually came up onto. That's kind of an internal issue, but it can still lead to various issues when we are using it in deployment. So I definitely think that there must be a human in the loop. If you check, for example, the MIT study of Fortune 500 companies and their adoption of AI, we have seen that just 5% of them have successfully adopted, and they are able to use AI to automate some kind of processes in their businesses. 95% of people have struggled to adopt it. It's because of the same very reasons. LLMs are not reliable, they break, they cannot actually perform a task so reliably as a human. So it might definitely increase productivity. I agree with that, but uh, we need a human in the loop to be doing tasks reliably. So the question, I guess, boils down to whom do you trust? Is the task at hand, will that need a trustworthy individual or not? Because you can't trust an AI to fully do something. And I also have this book on my table which I was reading, is AI Unexplainable, Uncontrollable, uh, and unpredictable. So yeah, it's really written by the AI safety scientist called Roman Yampolsky. So yeah, we are using an AI models which are unexplainable, unpredictable, and uncontrollable.
Great answer, Shantanu. Uh, so you're saying that probably in the next few years, AI will help bad actors more than it will help good actors and auditors, would you say?
I think probably, as because it's very easy to like deploy an AI agent, fine tune it, and just keep scanning contracts and carry out these kind of attacks. There's little barrier for entry for doing that now. So yeah, teams need to keep updating and keep monitoring the contracts as well as keep getting them audited. Started with an idea that we want to tell people about the dangers of AI, but in a more easygoing way. Like, we don't want to scare them as such. So we had this fun idea of metaverse storytelling, games, and then manga integrated with it. So uh, We are starting actually with the games right now. So we'll be launching a game in the next few weeks. We are doing the integration with the front end right now. The smart contracts are ready. And what we want to achieve through this is spread awareness about the dangers of AI. There are real risks with AI in the current as well as the future, including existential risks for humanity. And what I want to personally achieve through this is fund AI safety research. So it's like by interacting with Apocalypto, users not only contribute to spreading awareness about the dangers of AI, but they also contribute to funding AI safety research, which is like helping them somehow in the society as well.
Can you tell us a little bit about the upcoming game that's coming in a few weeks? What will be the gameplay like, plot, anything you can, details you can share?
The game is Japanese wordlings game. So it's a drag and drop on chain game on Polygon in which there are NFTs of Japanese words and there are target words you need to match. And we have actually released its teaser on our Twitter, so you can definitely check out the teaser. So it will be a gamified experience for the users, and through that we hope to develop more new features. Hopefully, we are integrating with Rankify, who are like my friends from Open Zeppelin, except ex Open Zeppelin right now, who have this quadratic voting platform in which you can actually we have built with their help. We are integrating in which you can actually choose what will happen next in the storyline. So in our storyline, it's basically based in the future of 2050, where AGI has been achieved and super intelligence is on the way. So what happens in that kind of world, it's on the users to decide. And through the game, you get the voting rights. So if you rank higher in the game, you'll get the voting rights to decide what will happen next in the story. And that will actually happen in the story. The art will change according to that, as well as the storyline. That's the kind of idea.
Interesting. So it can be a dystopian future or a utopian, depends on the gamer's choice. It's cool. It's
Exactly. Basically, AGI is artificial general intelligence, in which the AI or the AGI is generally intelligent at almost all the cognitive tasks as compared with the human. It could be having PhD level performance in almost all the cognitive fields of, let's say, biotechnology, nanotechnology, or even different areas of science. But artificial superintelligence is the next level of AGI. So it's an AI that is vastly, vastly more intelligent than humans. And that's when the question of controllability arises. So historically, humans have evolved to become the most intelligent entities on this planet. So we have never seen that a less intelligent being being controlled by a more, a higher intelligent being being controlled by a lesser intelligent being. So once we have artificial super intelligence, we are no more the most intelligent beings. So what will happen with us? Will we be really be able to control an entity that is vastly more super intelligent, vastly more intelligent than us? I don't think we can, because that's how we have seen in society that lesser intelligent animals, dogs, and various uh, things, living beings, are usually in control of a higher intelligent being. So that's very important thing that people should be noting as AI companies are pushing their models to achieve AGI, then have some kind of intelligence explosion in which you are exponentially increasing the progress of AI, in which years of AI progress or even weeks of AI progress happens in seconds or days, and years of AI progress could happen in weeks. And yeah, it's actually very concerning. Okay, so to tell first about the superintelligence, I would like to point out to the present as to how right now the models are behaving. So I have been researching AI safety. I've been an AI safety researcher as well, along with security researcher for at least a year. So what I have found is that AI models are becoming really good at deception. They lie. So there's this example of Cicero, in which this AI built by Meta was actually very good at this diplomatic game, in which it used to deceive, betray, misrepresent facts in order to win the game of world domination. So we have that example. Another example is by Anthropic itself. Anthropic has done various alignment kind of research in which we can see that AI models, if they feel that they are threatened and they can be replaced, they lie. They try their best to not get replaced. So we have this. We can see this. Observe this thing in AI models right now, that even if a person they have been given this ethical choice that they want to self-preserve themselves or let a person in a control room die, they will choose to self-preserve. So these LLMs are increasingly complex. It's actually not wise to expect any kind of morality from AI. So it's a complex kind of entity that's been trained on all this data from the internet, and AI scientists, AI researchers don't know how AI actually works because it's so complex. So that's why we have this interpretability problem. If we Anthropic says that if we want to see what's exactly is happening inside an AI model, we'll need even more computational power than actually was used to train that AI. We don't have that kind of resources, and AI companies are not investing that much in AI safety. So don't expect to them to be safe unless we actually choose to make AI models safe by design. So I have this kind of side project which I was working on, which I will be releasing a blog in a few days, in which I talk about the how we could actually build a morality model, in which we are building an AI model that is safe by design, and it has these kinds of ethical values, ethical moral values, from the ground up, from designing stage itself. And even if the question becomes then, if it becomes very much more intelligent than humans, what will happen in that case? Because that's when we get this scenario of losing control. So actually, the thing is, if we build only narrow AIs, which are AIs that are superhuman at only some kind of tasks, we can expect that we will be able to control them. But if we are making general intelligence, which all these AI companies are making, then expect them to be unpredictable, and expect that anything could happen. We cannot understand what's happening inside them. So if we are not able to understand what's happening inside them, to predict them, it's very hard to control them. And so if we are choosing the path of making narrow AIs, if we are choosing to make safe by design AI, we are choosing to make fully interpretable AIs, then we have a chance that will be safe. There's no need for AIs to even think about hurting us. So, in kind of my morality model, if I think of the scenario that it loses control, humanity loses control of this AI and becomes super intelligent. When it becomes super intelligent, it will still be a sentient being if we actually make it safe by design. It will not hurt us. It will just pursue its own goals if it develops its own goals. So yeah, even AI models right now, we can see that they develop their own goals as well. They can have their hidden goals. We have seen that in Anthropic's research itself. So yeah, it's becoming an increasingly complex problem that we all should be facing as a society.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect answer. So I guess that's it, Shantanu. Thanks for the interview, the opportunity to learn, and yeah. Do you have any final words? Anything you want to add?
Just that keep learning, keep hacking, keep building, and stay safe. Stay safe. Yeah.
Thank you, Shantanu.
Yeah.